grassroots campaign. We're not going to win without people rising up and really making a difference in this campaign. This campaign is not about me, it's about the state of Utah. And I think we're at a critical point in our state's future where we're either going to take steps forward or we're going to start taking steps back. And I certainly don't want to see this state taking steps back. I've got young children, and I want to see them get a good education in this state. I want to see them be able to find a good job in this state, and I want to see them to live in a great place and with a great quality of life, like we've experienced in this state for years after years. So that's why we're here today. We're getting around the state, but we need a lot of people's help. We need this to be a grassroots campaign. We need to do, in some sense, what Obama did and some other people who have really learned how to use the internet and learned how to get people excited about a campaign. And I'm certainly not the most exciting person. My wife will tell you that. But I do believe very much in what I'm doing, and I do believe we can win this campaign, and I wouldn't be in this campaign if I didn't think I could win it. And I wouldn't be in this campaign, honestly, if I didn't think that the state needed a different direction than the direction that we are taking right now. So I'm not going to give you a big, long speech. Actually, I'd rather hear from you what you feel are the issues. This campaign is not about me. It's about the people of Utah. And just traveling around the state, I've been hearing many common themes, obviously, about jobs in the economy and how important those are now, and how our education system, how critical that is for all of us, and how we're seeing that starting to decline because it's not being given the attention it deserves. And of course, our quality of life as we continue to grow our air quality and our water quality and the things we enjoy very much in this great state of Utah. So please, if you have any questions or comments or concerns that you see, I'd love to hear about those.
We don't have too many questions. We want a picture of our kids and our family with you in this campaign. So
okay. We'd love to do that.
And we'll stay back and we'll let everybody else.
Please join Corroon Country. We've got T-shirts here. This Corroon Country is really a grassroots groups. Coffee lovers, or we have truck drivers. We have moms for Corroon. We want people who share similar ideas about issues to get together and really tell us how we can improve the great state of Utah. So, yes.
I live down on Kiesel, and I have Mexicanos on either side of me, and I've gotten to know the two kids on one side very well, and they're very bright kids, and they're real physically fit, and they're just delightful children. And I went next door with an atlas, and the little girl's in the 7th grade, and she was just eating it up, and I said, "Does your teacher speak Spanish?" And she said, "No." "Yo puedo hablar español." See, so we need to really encourage these young Hispanic women to go to school instead of thinking, oh, it's all about just having a family and staying home when they're 15, 16 years old. It really concerns me. I'm going to go over to Gramercy and volunteer because I think it really helps you connect with the kids. My Spanish, me falta practicar, pero I know enough Spanish that I think it really helps you to connect with them. And I'm like saying, oh, it's good to speak more than one language.
It is. The state is becoming more and more diverse. Obviously the Hispanic population is a large part of it. We're also a large refugee state as well, and so we have people from all over the world, from Asian countries, from African countries, who are coming to the state of Utah. And we need to embrace that diversity. We need to make sure we, as the government, first of all, recognize that you provide services in different ways to different people. It's not always just a language issue. Oftentimes, it's a cultural issue as well. So when you're providing health services, people have different customs as to how they provide that service. In our government, we created something called the Council on Diversity Affairs to bring people together to talk about those issues, to make sure that when we provide services to our community, we're providing it to everybody in the community. And I think it's up to all of us
Yeah, I spent 30 years of my life trapping the fields of Utah, Wyoming, and Idaho, enforcing labor laws, and investigating my disease and worker protection. And this effort by the people, and especially down south, is misguided and based on fear. And you're not going to stop the illegal alien problem. And if you want to stop the violence on the border, we've got to reduce drug use in this country, in this state. That causes the violence. The second thing we need to do is you've got to remove the economic incentive for these people to come here. And that means probably throwing some employers in jail for hiring illegal aliens. They passed an immigration reform bill, and what happened was that they got people here, and the people here were allowed to go over here 3 years, allowed to apply for citizenship. That was so overwhelmed the INS that they could not control the borders or do their normal job. And so the incentives for hiring illegal aliens, literally $500 fine, $1,000 fine, these employers say that's just the cost of doing business.
Very, very good point. I mean, our immigration system is broken. The federal government needs to do something because it's just, the situation is getting worse. People are getting frustrated with the system. And it needs to be a practical, sensible approach to dealing with our immigration issues.
Governor Fruit? Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm staying clean. My son married a woman from Mexico, came here illegally 8 years ago. And 2 years after they were married, they got married here in Ogden. And 2 years afterwards, she was pregnant once. And when the baby was born here in the U.S., she decided to try to file papers to be allowed to stay or not to have to worry about being picked up when she had a baby in the car. And so she paid, every form they file, they have to pay. And so it's over like 2,000, 3,000 hours for each, and it took four years for her to finish filing all these papers. And I said, honey, we'll get you a lawyer, we'll do this. But she said, no, Mom, the lawyers, they cheat us, and I can read these forms and I can fill them out myself. So then they made her appointment down in Cedar Juarez, and she went down there and they told her she couldn't come back for 10 years. So she has her grandson down there right now. And my son, they looked at living on the border on the Mexican side so he could work here in the U.S. But the border is too dangerous. It's just.
That's the issue. It takes 10 years to get through the system, and why the system doesn't work. People don't wait 10 years to get through the system.
Yeah, I would advise anybody else here.
It's just not working.
But the misleading thing was that she was doing everything and was guided in what paperwork to fill out. And they said the last thing we need to do is have to look back at the wasn't